Universal law of gravitation, the dimensional formula for gravitational constant, the product of the mass of the two particles. Every particle of matter in this universe, acceleration due to gravity. Hello students, this is SD Sir from the Temple of Excellence, Vidyashram Pre-University, Mysore. A new chapter, a new session. What is that I have in store for you all? The most wonderful work of Sir Isaac Newton. Yes, we study all about gravitation. So I will be taking you all to the fame of gravitation. And in my session 1, we will make a concrete effort to understand Newton's law of gravitation. Just go back to that incident where Sir Isaac Newton was sitting below an orchid tree. Suddenly, an apple falls on his head, and he was trying to analyze what actually made the apple come down. Unlike you and me, who would have just gulped the apple, the genius started to think why planets revolve around the sun, why objects come down and fall on the floor. And the outcome was a beautiful, beautiful concept called the idea of gravitation. After Newton gives the theory of gravitation, one of his friends will ask Newton, "You have given us the most fascinating theory. You have helped us to understand and know how we existed now. How do you feel?" Newton says, "I have just found out the pebble on the seashore. The entire sea in front of me has still to be discovered." See, that is the simplicity, and that simplicity leads to success. Now, students, the first part of this session, we will try to understand Newton's law of gravitation, which is also called the universal law of gravitation. And again, from the examination point of view, a very, very important concept for 3 marks. So we will clearly try to understand Newton's law of gravitation. In my earlier class, we have told that there are 4 basic forces in nature we have spoken about the four fundamental forces, which was that electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, and gravitational force. And we remarked saying that gravitational force is the weakest forces in nature, and it is always because of the mass of the two interacting bodies. Gravitational force is a result of the interaction between two mass, and we say it is the weakest force in nature. Now, so we start understanding Newton's universal law of gravitation, maybe much more applicable to teenagers like you all. Fine. The law says every particle of matter in the universe, every particle of matter, everything in this universe attracts every other particle. Every particle of matter in this universe will attract every other particle with a force. Basically, he says there is a force of attraction between two particles of this universe. And what is the nature of that force? He says the force is directly proportional to the product of their mass. That force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of the mass of the two bodies and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Look at that word, beautiful. Not simply distance, square of the distance between them. So beautiful, no? Newton's law of gravitation says, you consider every particle of matter in this universe. Every particle of matter in the universe will attract every other particle with a force. The force which is directly proportional to the product of the mass of those two bodies and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So if you observe the diagram, I have two bodies. Body A of mass m, body B of mass m2, which are separated by a distance r. So we have, let A be a particle of mass m1. Let B be a particle of mass m2. F is the force of attraction between the two particles, and R is the separation between them. Considerations. A is a particle of mass m1. B is a particle of mass m2. F, force of attraction between the two particles. R, distance of separation between them. Then what does Newton's law of gravitation say? The force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of the mass of those two particles. F, which is the force of attraction between A and B, is directly proportional to the product of the mass of the two particles. So F proportional to m1, m2, and the same force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, not simply the distance. The force of attraction between two particles is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So putting these two equations together, F proportional to m1, m2 divided by r square. So that is what I have written here. The force of attraction between two particles is proportional to m1 into m2, the product of the mass of the two particles, inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Now, I need to eliminate this proportionality. I need to take out this proportionality. What do? I introduce a constant and I write F equals G m1 m2 by r square, and the constant G is called gravitational constant. One of the very established concepts or constant in the understanding of gravitational force, capital G, is called gravitational constant. Now, we will have to define this gravitational constant. So now, let us make an attempt to define gravitational constant. So from Newton's law, F equals G m1 m2 by r square, which is the gravitational constant, my dear students, G. Always remember, In order to define a constant, we impose unitary conditions on the other quantities. I repeat, in order to define a constant, we always impose unitary conditions on the remaining physical quantities. Andre, make the other physical quantity unitary in nature. As you see now, I assume M1 equals M2 is 1 kg. You have mass here. I assume both the mass is equal to 1 kg. Distance of separation is 1 meter. So this is 1, R becomes 1, which means F is equal to G. Now, what is gravitational constant therefore? It is the force of attraction. Gravitational constant is the force of attraction between two particles whose mass is evidently 1 kg. I have put this condition. Force of attraction between two particles whose mass is 1 kg and whose distance of separation is 1 meter. So, if I have two particles, each of mass 1 kg, and the distance of separation between them is 1 meter, then the force of attraction between those two particles is called gravitational constant. So very clearly from the conditions imposed, mass of the two particles 1 kg. Distance of separation 1 meter. Then the force of attraction between these two particles is called gravitational constant. And this is the numerical value 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kg minus 2. Now, I will write the dimensional formula for gravitational constant. This is very important, often asked for 2 marks. Let us try to understand how to write the dimensional formula for gravitational constant. Now we know F equals G M1 M2 by R square. Again, I have taken up the expression for gravitational force from Newton's universal law. I want to write the dimensional formula for capital G, which is gravitational constant. So on rearranging this expression, G becomes equal to F into R square. F into R square divided by M1 M2. I have just rearranged, modified that expression so that I can get capital G, gravitational constant. Now, writing the dimensions, come on kids, recall the dimensions for force. Good. M, L, T minus 2. Force is mass into acceleration. M, L, T minus 2. R is distance. So L square. M is mass. M is mass. Again, M square. 2 goes to the numerator. Minus 2. So minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. L cube. T minus 2. And this is what is called the gravitational constant. So in the exam, they may ask you the dimensional formula for gravitational constant comprising of 2 marks. Definition of gravitational constant and the statement of the law of gravitation. What did the statement say? Every particle of matter in this universe attracts every other particle with a force. What is the nature of that force? Directly proportional to the product of the mass and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Good. Now, continuing further, we will understand something called acceleration due to gravity. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Acceleration due to gravity. And the name itself should define the phenomenon. Now, what is gravity? The force of attraction exerted by the earth on any body is called gravity. Nenpitkoli. Force of attraction exerted specifically by earth on any other body is gravity. And the acceleration in the motion of that body due to this gravity is what is called acceleration due to gravity. Yen gravity andre? Simple. Force of attraction. Who is exerting? Earth is exerting on any other body. Consequence, the body accelerates. The motion of the body gains acceleration because of this gravity, and that is called acceleration due to gravity. Now, we will consider Earth to be a sphere of mass m and radius r. So capital M is the mass of the earth. Capital R is the radius of the earth. So I have assumed earth to be a sphere, gola, whose mass is capital M and radius is capital R. Then the force of attraction exerted by the earth on that body of mass m is, again by Newton's law, F equals capital G, product of the mass, capital M, mass of the earth, small m, mass of that body, radius of that earth. Now the weight of that body, F, is mg. Equating equations 1 and 2, I can do so because left hand side of both the expression is F. So equate 1 and 2, mg equals capital Gm by r square. Observe, small m gets cancelled, or G equals capital Gm by r square. So this is the relationship between acceleration due to gravity and gravitational constant. Please to understand, acceleration due to gravity is independent of the mass of the body. You can clearly see m doesn't pitch in here. It depends only on capital M, which is the mass of the earth. So acceleration due to gravity depends upon the mass of the earth, independent of the mass of the body. So today's session, students, very clearly we understood Newton's law of gravitation, its implication, meaning of gravitational constant, meaning of the dimensional formula for it, and the concept of acceleration due to gravity. This is also the relation between acceleration due to gravity and gravitational constant. In my next session, I'll come up with much more beautiful concepts like variation of acceleration due to gravity. Until then, go through this session, practice it, stay safe. Thank you.